It is that time again, time to talk about the Colorado Buffaloes. And this year is going to be interesting. All of the norms are gone. All of the different things that we have known about the Colorado Buffaloes are now gone. And so now we essentially have a new team, new leader, new vibe, maybe same vibe. I don't know. But I am going to tell you what I think about these Colorado Buffaloes as we head into the new season. I'm going to share some thoughts that I haven't shared in a long time because I made it a point not to talk any college football until July. And so it is July. And so here I am to talk about college football. This is season 3 of Coach Prime at Colorado. A lot of things have changed and some things have remained the same. And I don't know what I'm feeling for this season. I am excited. I am nervous. I am anxious. I am all the things because I don't really know how to feel. And that is kind of exciting. I know that I have expectations for this Colorado football team, but I don't really know what they're going to do, how they're going to do it, what they're going to look like. I'm not really sure. All I know is college football season is right around the corner. Again, Coach Prime decided to go to the transfer portal and bring in 30 guys, out 30 guys, and do the whole thing, song and dance over again. Cool. It is what it is at this point. At this point, I don't know what to expect. Am I concerned that we have a brand new offensive line minus Jordan Seaton? Absolutely. Am I concerned about all of the new transfers and hoping that he strikes gold a third time, as you will? Yes, I'm concerned about that. But you know what? This is Coach Prime's way. This is the way that he is going to do things. Does it matter how I feel about how he's building his teams? Absolutely not. But I do have thoughts about it. And I'm actually excited to see what happens this season, mainly because I don't know what to say. I don't know what to call. I don't know how I feel. The way the team is structured, I see that we're getting bigger guys. Just because we're getting bigger guys, I don't know if that means those guys are better. I don't know what really we have going on. So there's that. The other thing that I thought was kind of wonky to me was to have 2 quarterbacks at Big 12 Media Day. I'm not sure what the purpose was to that because that makes me concerned that who is going to be the leader of this team, who is going to be the guy that everybody rallies around a quarterback. Does the team know who the starting quarterback is? Is he just doing that, playing a mind game with Georgia Tech so Georgia Tech doesn't know who to prepare for? I didn't really love the Big 12 Media Day decision, but again, that's Coach Prime. Coach Prime is going to do what he is going to do. We should all know by now I like stability. I like consistency. I like things that are done that make sense. I don't understand what that move was all about, but honestly, I don't have to understand what all of his moves are about. He made the decision. It was what it was. Big 12 Media Day happened, and I'm super excited that Coach Prime looks like he's feeling better, and he looks like he's back. And at this point, all there's left to do is just start the season, start summer camp, start all the things, and let's see what this team is going to do. I don't know what this team is going to do, but we all know I have some thoughts about what I think this team is going to do. Don't forget to hit that like button if you haven't already. Don't forget to make sure that you are subscribed to my channel. And if you think about it, turn on those notification bells. And maybe if you want to make me really happy, leave me a comment in the comment section below and let me know what you think about this video. Colorado opens with Georgia Tech, and I want to say that I don't know as of today if Colorado is going to be able to beat Georgia Tech, but I don't think the season is going to depend on a win against Georgia Tech in game 1. Here's why. There's so many moving parts and it's literally game 1. Game 1 is just really a filling out moment to kind of see what you're going to do. If you're into boxing or into the UFC, most fighters don't win a fight in the first round. It usually takes time to get familiar and get comfortable. So do I think as of this recording, Colorado is going to win game 1? No. But do I think that that is okay and that is going to set up their season for something great? Absolutely. Because I don't live in a vacuum. I don't think a team has to win every single game to be a good football team. I do think, though, Colorado is going to learn a lot about their football team in this first game. And if they win the game, great. I am just one of those people. I don't overreact to losses. Sometimes I think when you play the game 4 quarters for the first time and you get to see different guys, you get to see their temperament, you get to see how they react when bad things happen. You get to see how people react when good things happen. I think that that is a good balance, and I'm super excited to see this Colorado football team play Georgia Tech. I don't think a loss to Georgia Tech is going to dictate their season. I know a lot of people are going to wonder, what is my record prediction? How am I going to feel? I did a video about my record prediction, and at the time of my video, I had us going 6-6 this year, and I have my reasons. I'll tag that video here so you can see it. My prediction isn't changing because I don't know who these players are. I don't know what these players are going to do. Do I think that they've gotten better at some positions? Sure. I will say I like the bigger bodies at offensive line. I like that some of the guys on the offensive line have stats. I love that. Do I know how good those stats actually are? Well, no. And so, therefore, I have concerns, right? Like that's the name of this game. Until I see you with Colorado making plays or not making plays and all of those different things, I don't know what to say. And so I had us going 6-6. I also don't think 6-6 is a failure. I know at Big 12 Media Day, Coach Prime said what he said about his team. He doesn't ever change my opinion on certain things because I don't listen to any coaches because I believe they all coaches speak. That's a different conversation for a different day, but I'm still at a firm 6-6. Until I see them go out in Georgia Tech and prove me wrong, I'm probably going to stay at 6-6. And I will be honest and say, even if they go out and win the game against Georgia Tech, depending on how it looks, I might stay at 6-6. I don't really know, but I'm not changing my prediction because I don't have any information to change my prediction. And we all know by now, I make my decisions based off information that I can find and the way that I feel and my eye test. I haven't seen it, and this is how I feel, so I'm staying at a firm 6-6. The most important thing of the season is going to be the balance that is displayed for this Colorado offense. Mainly because the Colorado offense has the ability to help this Colorado defense. I think this Colorado defense is going to be the strength of this team. I'm not going to say linebackers in the back half of the defense because I'm not really sure. But I think the defensive line is going to be the strength of this Colorado football team. If the defensive line is the strength of this Colorado football team, the offense has to help the defense. There needs to be a lot of there needs to be a lot of complementary football. And what do I mean by that? There needs to be a way that we are managing and balancing this clock because that is how the offense can help this defense. I'm going to plug a video here that I made in the offseason about the advantages of football. I think the advantages of football Colorado has to use very effectively. If Colorado does not manage the time of possession, if Colorado doesn't do the basic things right, I'm going to be concerned this season because we don't know what this offense is. I think that we're getting 1 or 2 starters back on offense from last year. 1 or 2 starters out of 11 people. So what that tells me is not only does our offensive play caller have to change his offensive play calling identity, we don't know what it's going to look like, and we don't know how these new players are going to respond to it or how they're actually going to respond to each other. We don't know if this offensive line is going to hold up. We don't know what is happening because this is all going to be new and different. So that is why I'm at 6-6. That's why I don't know what's going to happen with this offensive line. And that is why I have my concerns because some of the things I'm seeing leave me with question marks and going to keep my question marks because that is what I do. I find reasons to either support or to be concerned. And right now I'm feeling a little bit more concerned because we haven't all seen it come together. So having said all of that, this Colorado offense has to help this Colorado defense. And the way that they do that, staying on the field, sustaining drives, balanced offense, running the football, draining the clock a little bit because when you drain that clock, you give that defense time to rest. And I want a rested defense. I don't want a rush defense, and I don't want a defense that doesn't trust an offense because that leads to bad defensive play. So that is how I feel about this whole thing coming together. We all know the things I was worried about with this team in the offseason, the areas that I thought this team needed to get better, and some things that I have been saying for a long time, but I'm going to repeat them to end this video. I have been worried about trenches, offense and defense. I have been worried about linebackers, very specifically, and I have been worried about discipline. I need this Colorado team to be disciplined. Until I see that this Colorado football team can be disciplined under Coach Prime, I will not believe it. I am not going to believe they're going to be disciplined because it's another year, because that's not how football works. People don't just get better in the next year because it's the next year. That's not how football works. And so until I see a disciplined football team, until I see a football team that is getting better, I'm not going to sit here and assume that they're going to be better when I actually don't know if that's going to be true. The discipline is going to hurt Colorado this year because we don't have Travis Hunter to make it better. We don't have Shador Sanders to make it better. We can't continue to go backwards on offense because we're false starting. We have to do the little things correctly, and the little things means that we have to have better discipline. So I'm looking for Colorado to have better discipline. I'm looking for Colorado to be consistent in offensive line play, and I need these linebackers to be good consistently. All the time. I need this defense to support and uplift this offense. In a weird way, this Colorado team, what I'm needing from defense is similar to what I'm needing Texas's defense to do. I need the Texas defense to help Arch Manning. I need the Texas defense to make this a little bit easier for Arch Manning. I need the Colorado defense to make this a little bit easier for Colorado. I think that will bode well in the Big 12, and I think that will set them up for victory. So here we are, year 3 of Coach Prime being at Colorado. I don't know what to do. I don't know what to call it. All I know is this is the year where he gets to flex his coaching muscle. I'm expecting to see a lot of things. I think this year is going to be a grind. I think it's going to be a little harder. I think there's going to be some amazing things that happen, and there's going to be some things where we're going WTF, but that is okay. That is football. I'm looking forward to this season, and I can't wait to see this team. I can't wait to see this team. I can't wait to see this offensive line. I can't wait to see this defense. I can't wait to see everything against Georgia Tech, but I'm going to tell you, I'm not going to panic, overreact, good or bad, no matter what happens at Georgia Tech. I'm going to stay the course, and I'm going to be disciplined. And if you're here to enjoy my discipline, then welcome. But honestly, let me know what you think in the comment section below, and I'll see you in my next video.